Fuck. Hello. Let me double check and see if this shit's going. My channel. Okay, let me fucking switch the goddamn name of the fucking podcast. Just a second. So I get the channel set up, or no, streaming. Come on. What's the debate? D versus spoken mind. I'm back with more cradum. So let's go. Let me tweet this bitch out. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You're a bit...
Sheldon is very quiet.
Yes, it is a bit distant, Sheldon. Yeah, you're super distant, boss. Takes on spoken mind.
How about now?
That is way better.
Good? Okay. Fucking right, dude.
I mean, better. You still sound muffled, though. I don't know what it is. It got really good for a minute there, and then it just went right back into being a potato. I think I'm going to take my first two right now.
You know, I could use the laptop mic, but I'm going to sound really bad.
Yeah, I know.
So,
there it's starting to sound better
there
again.
Oh.
Okay. Well, we'll just leave it.
So what the hell's the bullshit about today?
I don't know, you asked me.
Well, it's not really about... I mean, we didn't start this. So, I mean, like, Spoken Mind's saying retarded shit, and we're just making fun of it.
Okay, but like, narrow me down to a topic.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the topic is. There's no particular topic. Right?
Okay.
So,
Yes,
I mean,
it's going to be a very short stream.
Indeed. Well, okay. Politics, go.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem because I live in Belgium and he lives in the United States.
Alright, so I need you... Wait, no, I got the topic here. So basically, Sheldon is from Canada, which is known for amazing maple syrup, and you guys are known for amazing waffles. I want you to explain to me why your breakfast materials are better than his.
I don't even eat waffles as breakfast. I eat cereal.
Alright, so we're gonna come back with somebody who's really from Belgium in about 5 minutes. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't have anything. Argue about video games or something. I don't give a shit. Movies.
there's some things. I'll bring up some things.
Okay.
I mean, like I can look at these posts and make fun of them. So we'll do that.
Okay. But to be fair, people
Yeah,
fucking...
If this is just going to be you making me look ridiculous, then I'm out.
Well, no, hold it.
No,
Let's...
it's not making you look ridiculous, right? When I say I'm going to make fun of you, I'm going to tell you why they're dumb and wrong. And
Yeah,
if you disagree, you can
spoken
tell me
to
exactly.
be no, hold it. Spoken to be fair, I say dumb shit on Twitter all the time. It's what Twitter's there for. In fact, we used to be able to say dumber shit until fucking they started banning everybody for every little micromanaging retarded fucking thing that you can say.
But is that won't come into the room because you don't want to be made fun of? Like, is that it?
I mean,
Worried about
there's an overwhelming fucking thing when it's basically you're concerned about.
If it's going to be everyone against me, then yeah.
That does seem to
No,
be the perception.
we don't do that. When we invite people in, we tell everyone to shut up. You know, you're only arguing with whoever you're arguing with, and you want to argue with.
Yeah,
we don't
but
do that.
everyone is still going to watch.
So what?
Yeah. Well, no, the room is gonna watch. It's
What are you scared? Are you a
spoken.
pussy bitch or something?
To be
Is that
fair,
what this
no, hold it. Spoken. Let me cheer you up here. Big brain nibbas like Winryu, heavy on the re, are gonna be laughing. Like, who the fuck cares? I just sit there and remind myself, I'm like, oh wait, this is the person that Paws and Leo Convoy were like, hey, we want to make fun of them. And I'm like, no, don't make fun of him, he's just a dumb kid. And they're like, oh, see, we should have lit us. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. And now
You gotta not give too much of a shit about this internet stuff.
yeah, there's
Like,
I've had a lot of people, which I'm not going to name drop, oddly enough, because that'll be even more big fucking arguments, that have really bad reactions to, oh, I'm being mentioned in a YouTube video. I'm like, man, you got to get over that shit. It's not like Medicare. It's not like the video is going to go on to get like hundreds of thousands of views. This is going to get 300 views. This is going to be some shit that's up in the background while someone is either fucking like doing their artwork when they should be streaming this shit themselves, playing a video game, procrastinating doing homework. Like, this is not going to be like big shit. And it's not like there's any, like, the biggest thing on the internet right now, or I guess not on the internet right now, is the InfoWars bullcrap, and even that's like, yeah.
okay, so are we live?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, we're going. I got like 14 people watching.
So let me ask about your armchair psychology. So you mentioned on Twitter. Let me see if I can find it. You say we feel better. We feel better about ourselves by calling people autistic retards. What do you mean by this statement?
Exactly what I mean.
And why do you think that's the case?
I don't. Okay, so if I could try and...
Okay,
go ahead.
In all seriousness...
Let me take 2 more.
Why would you once voluntarily call someone an autistic retard?
Because I think they did something that's dumb and I want to point it out.
Yeah, and why go immediately for the R word?
Because it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah, very funny.
Well, hold it. No,
So you don't agree it's funny? Okay,
No.
well that's fine. You don't have to agree that it's funny, but why do you bring self-esteem into this? I mean, like, do you even understand what self-esteem is? I'm curious.
I think Anthony just said it. Like, if you're the subject of a video and it only gets like 300 views, why the fuck make a race out of it?
I'm a bit...
Sorry, what did you say there? Make a what?
A race?
Yeah, like, why do you... See, this is what I was meaning. I'm gonna stumble...
I'm getting Andy Warskied right now. You don't hear me complaining.
You don't have to...
Can anyone hear me? Holy shit! Fuck. No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, yeah. I was just sitting there trying to make a remark here where she's like, why do people have to such and such or whatever the hell it is? And I'm like, it's not necessarily that they have to do crap like this. It's basically, I'm assuming this is a distraction while either Sheldon's waiting for the next thing to happen in his life. He's waiting on the microwave. He's waiting for work. His TV show isn't on. Such and such.
You know, it's more like this. It's like we just think it's fun to argue with. We love arguing and shit talking, right? Like that's just fun to us, right? You have to understand. I know it might be hard to understand if you don't find that thing to be fun, right? If you feel like a lot of negative emotions when it comes to that stuff, then you're obviously not going to like it. You're not going to understand, right? But you have to understand that to us, it's just we like the conflict. We like to argue. We like to argue ideas, and we also like to engage in the kind of dominance battle part of arguing, right? I mean, that's just entertaining. It's like watching a TV show, how that's entertaining, or listening to music is entertaining. Well, it's the same thing this way, right? That's all it is.
Yeah, the stakes couldn't be lower. This is like the asshole version of Slice of Life.
Exactly. It's like whatever. It's just fun. It doesn't matter if the person's popular. It doesn't matter if it does kind of matter if what they're like. You know, if somebody says something we don't think it's dumb or worth saying anything about, then that's not fun because then there's nothing there. Right?
Let's put it to you this way: literally, unless you say something like Performance Major did, you're gonna be okay. Unless you come out and saying, I am the biggest da-da-da, everybody gasps, and everybody starts dogpiling into the stream, which I doubt. There's the likelihood of that happening is, how did Sheldon put it, 99.99 repeating, that you're not going to do that.
Like, it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
You'd have to do something really fucking retarded for that to happen.
Yes. Yeah. She's like, I was at the bus stop, and I was eating the baby. No. But yeah, nothing that bad's gonna happen. Let's see. Leo Convoy, bats, no blades. I don't know. I think he's talking about picking a fight.
Well, I mean, is this it? Like, do you have any other issue? Like, I don't know. This is fucking stupid.
Well, no. Tell you what's spoken. What's some things have been going on between I guess the faction from top of the barrel versus perhaps I don't want to stir up. That's bullshit. That's complete bullshit. I'm sitting there like I don't want to stir up. Yeah, I do.
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I'm trying to be cool, but let's say there's a little bit of heat between top of the barrel and was it Drama Llama? I just couldn't take any more.
What's Drama Llama?
Drama Llama's this one chat that fucking they winded up for a while there. Like I'd say a good 5 to 10% of stuff you'd find something. Oh, this is kind of interesting, but they started talking about one specific person to like 90 to 95% of the time. I'm not going to mention who they are. I think you could guess. They're very Tumblr-y, and I couldn't take it anymore. And I remember when Editor left, I'm like, yeah, you know what, fuck this place. And I said I'd come back after BC, but then I never did, and it was just one less fucking headache. And I was like, yeah, I with all due respect, there's some nice people in here, but I just didn't want to go back.
You have to, like, okay, so you know this Douglas video, right? That he
I still didn't watch it, but go ahead.
Okay, so you have to understand, like, some context to this, right? So, Douglas made an initial video on Vita. I don't know, it was about a month ago. And it was really fucking dumb. So we got him in a call. And me and Vita had, like, this hour-and-a-half long, like, call with him. We were, like, totally nice to him. We didn't insult him at all. We were very kind, very polite, very respectful. And we ended up disagreeing at the end. And everything was cool, and we're like, okay. That was something. That guy's kind of autistic as fuck, but you know he's not completely retarded. Like he's all right. You know that call went well. You know, all things considered. So fast forward, and now Douglas is making this new video on Vita, and we're like, oh yeah, okay, this will be good. Because like frankly, you know, most of the time when people are talking about what we do in Top of the Barrel or what Vita does, I mean their interpretation of it or their gauge of our motivations behind whatever we did is just completely wrong, right? They have no idea. And they don't acknowledge that they don't know, right? They just take a stance without any real substantive justification for it, right? So, I mean, you have to think about it from our perspective, right? We're looking at this just laughing our asses off going, oh my God, these people, like, they just don't get it. Like, it's funny to us, right? It's funny. So we go and provoke them, right? We go and challenge them because it's fun, right? It's fun to do that kind of shit. To us, anyways. So, with Douglas, we messaged him again before he was going to make his new Vita video, the one that came out recently, and we said, well, why don't you come in a call, and you know, we'll clarify some things. You know, we have logs from the room. We'll give you logs or whatever, like if you want evidence, you know, whatever, shit like that. Any questions you have? He's like, no, like I don't want to do that. Well, and we're just like, well, that just seems weird, right? Because if you're making this video,
if I may butt in again, I said this to Leo the other fucking day. When Douglas came to me, he's like, oh, it all sucks. I'm like, dude. I'm going to assume just from the logs where it shows, oh, Vita doxed you. I was like, yeah, but my life hasn't gotten worse. Like,
right.
Yeah. Okay, so he did.
And
sucks,
by the way,
dick
that
move.
Is true. He did dox you. He did release your phone number. That is very
true.
But,
like, I mean, nothing happened.
Right. Well, it's similar with his point about Digi, or like Vita releases Digi's address, right? It's like, okay, well, I mean, in a vacuum here, out of context, and I guess he does provide the context of, well, Digi doesn't live here anymore. But like even including that, right? I mean, Anthony, you know this as well as I do, right? Digi used to always on his After Dark channel, and what's that other channel he has with his brother where they make little movies, Motosol Productions?
Oh, I haven't kept up. I thought you were going to talk about his gaming channel.
You remember that channel, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, so on these channels, I mean, Digi regularly records the front of his house. You can see his address in the video. He talks about, like, his main road that he lives up, where he lives. I mean, like, it's not like this guy is trying...
I see what you're saying, but Steppius tried to make that point the other day, and he's like, in one of Digi's video... I can't do Steppius' voice. How's Red Chord sound again? I forget. But anyways, no, not Steppius, Darkus.
Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, Darkus.
Oh, Darkus.
Yes.
He's like a hybrid of Elmer Fudd, too.
Yeah, exactly. But the whole point was he's like, well, you know, he tried to say something about like Digi putting his phone number out there, which I don't believe. That's something he did pass out there.
Oh, sure. Well, I don't think there was a claim that Vita put out a phone number, right?
I do know he did. I do know.
How do you know that?
Because I was in the call when you guys called up Digi because you got the number from Vita.
I thought that was fake.
How did Faith get fucking... We were all there.
Yeah, well, maybe,
we were all there, yeah.
But that's not really doxing. That's not. I mean, it's doxing like on a small private scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's a
That's
little bit different.
yeah. That's the big thing that I
Yeah,
talked about
but-
with when I talked to Doug. I was like, it's a prank call. It sucks, but you know, people used to do this shit all the damn time. Oh, look, there's some jag-off kids being jag-off kids. No, granted.
Now, I just want to finish my point here.
Go ahead.
I mean, what I'm not saying is that it was necessarily okay for Vita to do that, right? To release Digi's address. What I'm saying is that the way Douglas frames it in his video, I think, is a lot more hyperbolic and negative than the real. Than if you take the context into the situation, right? As to, you know, how much is Digi really going to give a shit? Probably doesn't give a shit, especially considering he doesn't live there anymore. And in fact, I mean, when Vita posted that number, the whole point of that was his idea of proving that he was at his house, which doesn't really make any sense.
Okay.
Because I mean, I can have someone's address and not ever been to their house, right? I mean, it's goofy. But regardless, I mean, you have to take all these things into consideration. And so, you know, what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to tell you some inaccuracies or problems with Douglas's video from our perspective, right? So we look at this video.
Can I bump in here before I completely, because you've been on a roll here. I'm gonna blank the screen here so I could pull up some shit. So let me go to Doug and let me get the fucking tweets here. Now, I can go into context with this. Let's find it if I can. Is this it? Come on, pull up. Okay, so that's the first one. I just want to make sure I get all three of these on the screen so I don't have to go digging. There's the second one, and I think this is the last one. Okay. Now I can go the hell away from Douglas's thing, so I'm not showing his DMs.
Wait, am I supposed to be looking at this?
No, not here we go. Now, his argument here is that because of the counter notification, this is the lightning bliss thing, where he's like, well, she counter notified me, so therefore she's doxing me. Like, he does do some ignorant bullshit. He's like, oh, I can't wait till I get a hold to start using shit like this.
Well, I have to look at this.
I remember his whole original fucking thing here was he's like, I was trying to piss off Lightning Bliss, and I was like, no, I remember very clearly that he tried to do this to me. I went to bed and it wound up becoming Bliss and Vita. And by the time I woke up, and he's arguing whether it was illegal or not, which technically, perhaps not on a federal level. I started looking into it. There's a channel called YouTube Law where it kind of sort of is. I'm not a lawyer, but it starts to get kind of complicated.
Right.
And I'd like to point out where he's like, I'm going to counter notify, and Google told me this, which, by the way, I'd like to point out, he lost. Mr. Google Man lost his counter.
Fine. Like Anthony, you're not I'm not here to say that Vita has done nothing dumb, right? Like, that's not what I'm saying. So I mean, I agree.
Well, I can't defend Douglas's video because I haven't seen it. And
yeah,
from what it sounds like,
hold on.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, man. The point of me saying this stuff is that, you know, we have justified, at least in our view, reasons to be responding to this video, right? I mean, this isn't merely just shit on Douglas because we don't like Douglas, right? I mean, there are real points in this video that are, like, factually just incorrect or are not the accurate motivation, right? So again, you know, we see this and we just find it funny and we want to confront him about it, right? And he just doesn't want to engage, and we're sitting here scratching our heads going, well, what do you have to lose? Right?
Okay,
I mean,
well,
we're not going to bully you to oblivion. We're not going to ruin your life, man. Like, it's funny to us. It's hilarious, right?
I got that too, but maybe Barrel isn't the preferred setting. Maybe you need a middle ground place to have that debate with Douglas.
Well, maybe, and I mean, if Douglas wants to have that view, he can, but I don't see why. I mean, like, we're not going to dogpile.
Here, I'll suggest one. If you don't want to use me, use Leo. Fuck it, I'd consider Leo a good middle ground guy. He talks to everybody. I trust fucking Leo.
Yeah, I think Leo's tried to set something up, but I mean, look, even if Douglas doesn't want to, at the end of the day, it's fine. I mean, like, we're not going to sit here and hammer at him for fucking weeks on end over it, right? We don't care that much, right? We're just seeing if he'll do something, and if he won't, we'll move on to the next thing because it's not fun anymore. Right? That's all there is to it.
Any idea who the next thing is?
I don't know, man. You never know. You never know.
Indeed. It's like I'm gonna take.
There's a lot of autism out there.
Let's see. Douglas
So,
ignored
spoken
me.
mind, you're being really quiet. I mean, you have anything to say?
I am just listening.
Okay, yeah, I'm not here to beat up on you, Spoken. You've been cool enough every time I've talked to
I
you.
wanted blood. I wanted a fucking argument, man. I want some shit. I want some screaming, man. I want a screaming match.
I mean, if Pastel Pros wasn't working like as long as she was, I'd get her in the call and you'd have a nice screaming match about absolutely nothing. I'm sure we'd be able to pull something out of our ass. I don't know. Like
Yeah,
I
but
said,
the thing is,
I
I'm
left.
wondering something.
Yeah, I left. Yeah, I left the whole faction just because I was like, look, the person that they're focused on isn't someone I really want to be involved with. I don't want to come off like fucking Napalm's dumbass who's still talking about his ex like a year later. You know, I like to get myself into some new trouble if at all possible.
What's your question, Spoken?
Like, in text, in the tweets and all, you are like this whole, look at me, I'm the big guy, and you throw around insults here and there, calling everyone autistic retards and all that shit.
Okay, so
And like,
Well,
here,
I do think you're I do think you're an autistic reader.
no, hold it, spoken. If I may,
I wanted to finish my
can may I butt in here before I'll give it right back to you afterwards. I promise. Calling people autists, I'm guessing essentially from this culture is like to 4chan, like you know, it's I saw this perfect meme where, you know, it's two girls walking up to another girl and they say something's really nice to them, and as soon as they're out of earshot they're like bitch. And the opposite is there's two guys who see another guy walk up and they're like, hey, sup faggot, and as soon as they walk away, yeah, cool guy. This is just, you know, the greeting. This is the culture.
It's not really. I mean,
kinda.
Okay. So it depends, right? If you're in a call and you're with, I'm like talking to Jace, and
Yeah.
we're calling each other autistic retard.
Yeah.
That's like banter, right? So
Yeah.
we're doing exactly what you're saying right now, right? But if it's somebody I'm talking to online who I think is being actually retarded, and I'm sincere about that. And when I say retarded and autistic, what I mean is stupid, dumb, fool, right? I don't mean you have a clinical diagnosis of autism and you are literally mentally retarded, insofar as if I were to take you to a doctor and they did a test of capacity, they would determine that you have low capacity, right? That's not what I'm saying. This is internet 4chan meme culture. This is the semantics of that culture.
Did you
That's
mean that
exactly
pun?
what this is. Hey, what?
I think you said the lol capacity.
The lol capacity.
Yeah, I know. I heard either you meant lol or low, whatever. Fuck it. I was being
I
retarded.
meant low capacity.
Yeah, no.
Low.
Works both ways though. Anyways.
You know, like if somebody has Down syndrome.
Yeah, no, I get it.
You know, they're cognitively deficient a lot of the time, right? So that's not what I'm saying, right?
No, I get
so this is merely a misunderstanding of the semantics that I'm using, right?
Yeah.
Now, as for this tough guy shit, I mean, it's not really tough guy shit in my view. I mean, I'm just honestly telling you what I feel. I mean, I'm not trying to portray this tough guy attitude. This is just my honest feeling, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, you're gonna, like the saying goes, you're gonna get a lot more flies with honey than with vinegar.
But they're not looking to get ahead.
Oh, that's not fun. That's
yeah,
not fun.
no, spoken.
We don't.
Spoken. Sheldon doesn't give a shit about building a brand.
No, I know, but like, if you want to discuss something with someone, then ask them, not even nicely, just polite. Not go around like, here's my server, come in if you dare, you pussy fart.
You'd be surprised how often it works.
People are really bored in this community, and there's a lack of other things going. Yeah, if the community,
it's when people are called pussy, and it's posted publicly, they sometimes feel a pressure to go in and do it.
I think
if they don't, people will come back and call you.
I think part of that's.
And sometimes it doesn't work. I mean, you're not even wrong here, right? If that kind of thing doesn't affect you, it's not going to work.
There's also a level of desperation, because I notice you do get your fair shares of, like I said, win reuse, and I know you threw Plushie out, but you did have them. You will come across people that you'll regret because, like, shit. Indeed.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, as for politeness, I mean, you're not wrong in the sense of, it depends who we're talking to. Like, sometimes, if we want to get somebody into a call, and we know that calling them a pussy is just flat out not going to work, because like, maybe they really are too afraid, and we know that's a fact, and if we call them a pussy, that's clearly not going to work. Then we'll play the polite game with them just to get them in a call, right? We'll bullshit them into the call, no problem, right? But, you know, as the default, I think the pussy thing is the most fun, and for us at least, it tends to be the most effective. But again, you're not wrong where you say, you know, sometimes it doesn't work, and you're completely right about that.
Yeah, but like, I don't know why Anthony even pulled me into this peace talk.
I don't know. I wanted to do Kratom today. That's why.
Are you on Kratom?
Yeah. What's that? Take two more? Okay, sure. I was like, fuck it. I had fun the other damn time when fucking it was midnight.
I was looking some up last night. I think I'm gonna buy some. So I'm quite excited.
Yeah, get the bulk deal. It's way cheaper. The stuff from the... I mean, yeah.
Like, the only thing I did was give shits and giggles about a tweet. That was everything. I was giggling.
Okay. Yeah. So...
Well, you were saying things about what was happening, right? It wasn't mere giggling.
Well...
So just to provide to the audience why we responded. I mean, if you were just sitting there with LOL and post it, we'd be like, okay, I don't know what to respond to this with. Like, what are you doing? I don't fucking know. But when you sit there and you go, oh, well, you know, they're just doing this because of X and Y, when you have no fucking idea why we do what we do, I mean, of course we're going to respond and be like, you're a retard, right? I mean, like, you understand that, right? That makes sense?
Yeah, okay. But it's also assumptions that we make because we see things and we make assumptions out of that.
Well, sure, people make assumptions, and sometimes assumptions can be useful, but you acknowledge that they can be wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
They can be wrong, but like, if you see someone calling others an autistic retard all the time, are you going to think of them as smart cookies?
Well, actually, if somebody calls someone an autistic retard, I would think that, well, this says nothing about their intelligence. So, no, that tells me nothing about whether or not they're smart or not.
Okay, for you it wouldn't, but for me it does.
Well, why?
Well, let's just say if you go through a childhood of bullying and you get thrown spurk to your head, and you see how intelligent your bullies are, then you start making
Hey, Spoken, what is intelligence? You tell me what that is.
When they don't know what's 1 and 1.
Okay, so intelligence is your ability to, complete cognitive tasks, right? So,
like IQ.
Yeah, exactly, like IQ. Okay, so, I mean, what I'm not understanding, are you saying there's a correlation between people using, I don't know what you would call it, like crass kind of language and stupidity, low IQ, is that what you're saying?
Insults, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I correlate with, yeah.
Yeah, do you? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, have a laugh.
Holy shit. Oh, you're really smart, Spoken. Holy shit, man. You're 10 steps ahead of me, dude.
I'm just chilling. Jeez.
Yeah, you must be feeling really good right now.
I'm feeling okay. Yeah, I feel relaxed. I get maybe it's placebo. It takes like a half hour to kick in.
Does it? Do you get like a euphoria from it at all?
I don't think I've been mad on Kratom yet, so there's that. I haven't been like pissed off, angry while on it, so that's always a plus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know how you drink, you start to feel kind of happy? You know? Like, do you feel kind of like that?
No, because I don't feel slowed down.
Uh,
Yeah, it's not a depressant. That's a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else, Spoken?
No, but if you want to go to On Top of the Barrel and laugh some more about me, then go right the fuck ahead.
Spoken.
Oh, don't worry, we will. It's gonna be great.
What are you worried about? Like, it's not a big deal. It's not gonna like gather like elsewhere. It's just gonna be at Barrel. You know, why worry about it?
Yeah, because I've been saying that they are thin-skinned, but maybe I'm projecting.
No, okay, Spoken. Let's put it this way. Sheldon and I have been both thrown out of fucking MLP forum. If they remembered us, they would think that we're faggots. Like, massively. And if they remembered us, they'd be shit-talking us till this day. But their perspection is only there. It doesn't carry anywhere else. And Beryl, yeah, like, fucking, what's her name? Did you...
you dude, you give so much of a shit about like what 30 people are laughing about
Yeah.
in this room that nobody knows about or cares about aside from those 30 people.
Yeah.
It's fucking
That's
hilarious.
that's the worst thing that you could possibly do is if 30 no, hold on, spoken, I'm giving you advice. If you react like that, that's how, you know, the proverbial ball gets rolling. That's when people make the remark, oh, you're acting like Chris Chan. It's when someone falls down and then tries to get up and going, that wasn't funny, and starts flailing their arms around. That's when, you know, more people fucking go, oh, that is something to look at, you know. And I'm not laughing at you. I'm just giving you some advice. That's it. And I'm just as guilty.
I'm laughing very much. Okay, so are we done? Are we finished? I guess there's nothing more. Again, Spoken, do you have anything else to say? Or is that...
Fuck off.
Oh,
okay.
Well, you stick to your armchair psychology and your autistic retardation, and I'll talk to you later.
You do know that I take autistic as a comment, as a compliment, right?
It's a compliment. Yeah, it's a compliment that you're retarded and dumb. Yeah, I know.
Oh.
You would think that, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Okay.
go.
The thoughts-
search for
Yeah, yeah.
The thoughts and opinions of Shelly D do not reflect the thoughts and opinions of the channel.
Okay, well, I'll leave you two to it. Thanks for letting me on it.
All right, I had a wonderful time, Sheldon. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Next time. Well, that was the thing. I'm horribly sorry, Spoken, but you don't have to worry about any damn thing. Like this is a very limited thing. I don't think anything less of you. You seem perfectly cool. Like every time I've talked to you, I can't even remember any time in my life where you've annoyed me, outside of perhaps me being a paranoid lunatic. Which I'd rather.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, no, you know what? And I
That was
appreciate.
shitty.
Yeah, you know what? And again, I don't want to bring that whole damn thing up. You're doing me a solid right now, and that's why I think you're cool.
I won't bring it up either.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know how I would have fixed Drama Llama. It's the way it is. There goes Sheldon. I don't know. Is anybody in the chat would like to come in? Because I'm still feeling my Wheaties. I'd still like to talk. Beans, how about you? Stepius, Darkus.
Yeah, but if it's only to laugh at me some more, like
I don't know.
I know there's only like 23 people watching right now, but stage fright and
No, calm down.
failure, fear.
Well, Massacre Molly was in here the other damn day, and freaking everything was just fine. So,
But she has more of. She has a bigger mouth than me.
wow. Okay, you know she's in the stream, right? She heard that.
I know, and she knows I mean it well.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you don't want to be picked on, I wouldn't start picking fights, because I know Molly can go. Okay. Alright.
No, but like Molly was even before the stream saying like I got this.
Indeed.
Like you got this.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was maybe silent for like 70% of the time.
Let's see. A compliment as well as criticism. Subquill stroke. I don't know. I'm just trying to fucking stretch this out. I'd like to get this to 40, 50 minutes, but there's literally nothing going on. Literally jack shit is happening right now. I guess I could take a quick look at Discord. Maybe I'll fucking see somebody pop up. Buh.
Well, it's about 32 minutes already. Do you really need 45 minutes?
I don't know. I feel like that was kind of anticlimactic. And I just showed everybody that fucking that anime snob sends me crap on Discord literally every day. Whether I want it or not. What's this even for? Solar, Spoken, and Shelly D were having a sit-down talk. I don't know. Would you like to come in? Bullshit a little bit? Just say yes. Yes, no, maybe. Type a Y or an N. Don't turn the fluffle on me.
You still didn't get any reply from him?
Nope, not a goddamn one. And you know what? I'll give Sheldon this. He fucking was the one who fucking facilitated the message to me. So I was like, hey, look. I mean, I guess, all right. Let's chuck Solar in here. We'll get his feedback about whatever. Bunk. We... Hopefully he picks up. I can't answer Berg's fucking thing right now. I'm going to assume he has a new video. Neat. Hello, Solar. How are things?
What's poppin', boys?
We still didn't get a chance to. Damn, heartburn. Took too damn many. Fuck.
Too damn many what?
Cradum. Yeah. We didn't get a chance to talk to your Mimkage yet. We were supposed to, but every time I try and get a hold of Creepy on Monday, he'll say hi and then disappear for several hours until it's too late. Yeah. I mean, she came through with the art she owed me. I'm sorry about all the shit that went sideways on that. Feel free to tell me to drop the topic. I'm sorry.
Nah. I mean, like, the thing is, yeah, what she did was fucked up.
Yeah.
But I don't hate her for like I'm not putting her on the same level as Zach is what I'm getting.
No, clearly, obviously not.
Because like A, yeah, what she did was fucked up, but it's nowhere near that serious. And B, once she realized the jig was up, she at least came forward with it, which already puts her fucking miles ahead of him. So, I mean, me and her still talk occasionally. Obviously, we're not a thing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys managed to stay friends. That's solid.
Yeah, well, I mean,
you know what? There's
she's working on herself. So
there's.
fucking.
No, I was about to say if I didn't add you, I would have probably asked to bring her in because I don't want to put you on that much of a. Ugh. Fucking hell. Is she even on? Let me double check. No, good. Don't have to worry about it.
If you're looking for a person more, Molly wants to.
I don't know what we'd even talk about.
Volunteering.
No, I'm cool with bringing in Molly, but what the fuck would we talk about? I need somebody who's gonna, be. I need a drama magnet, and I'm not it right now. Oddly enough. Indeed. Stream chat. She whom's named was in it as well. Well, that's fine, Otaku. Look, if Leo said some shit in a fucking off the cuff fucking stream or some shit where he may or may not have been drinking, I don't care. I ain't got time to look through every fucking podcast and stream. I'm like, so-and-so whispered something that was vaguely insulting about you. I'm like, fuck it. Cool beans. Hey, invite me, FNGR. Okay, I'm assuming that's beans, so sure. There we are. And to open up on the stream, but nothing more. And that's fine. Shit, I don't give a fuck about Border Patrol jokes. Beans, how the fuck are
A lot
you?
of delay on the
We're
stream.
keeping the ball rolling.
Oh, yes, we are.
There was a ball rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about all the.
Inside joke.
Yeah, no. It was some dumb, stupid shit. But
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry about the fallout with everybody and shit.
Oh, no, man, it's totally cool. Shit happens. It was retarded. Everyone was retarded. It happens.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Solar Flare.
What?
Uh-oh.
Lovely to meet you. I was just wondering, is the booty shorts thing real?
I knew it was gonna be the fucking shorts. I was sitting there like, if I had all my money to slam down on what the fuck comes out next, it's gonna be
You know
about
me
the.
way too well.
Yeah.
No, but I'm actually being serious.
Are you picturing them being polka dot beans?
Yes, I am.
Maybe
or maybe like the Daisy Duke.
Maybe little jalapeno peppers on them. No?
Oh, it could be.
Eh?
Yeah. Maybe smiley face.
Well, that was more of a crack at beans, not because you're Mexican, Solar. But even though I'm Latino, yeah, I'm Latino. I can make that joke. Fuck off. But anyways,
Fuck right off into the sunset.
yeah, indeed. Anthony, add me. Nobody wants to talk to you, Fiber. You cut everybody the fuck off.
Do you do justice to them, or is it like no?
Are you asking if he has?
See a picture.
Are you asking if he has?
Pic.
Are you asking if he has a fine ass? I don't know. I didn't size it up. all the girls, yeah, all the people I would ask are not around. I'd be like, I could ask Kichi right now. Would you like me to message Kichi and be like, "Hey, does Solar Flare have a fine ass?" She's not gonna answer. She'll be
with the blue.
No.
She'll be like, "Hey."
She does. Well, I don't know. Irish John would get very upset if she was looking at the wrong Marine.
Ooh. I think I actually have a fucking picture of my ass that I'm willing to show.
No, that's quite all right. I don't really want to see your ass. You send that to Beans direct. In today's,
So, Solar Flare, are you back on the market? Like, what's happening?
oh boy,
What the?
I'm gonna tell Rocky. Ooh. The tree is branching out, Solar.
Under the technical sense, I guess. I mean,
Sure.
I'm not like actively looking for anybody, but I'm single, so I
Hear
guess.
that, ladies? He's single.
And ready to fucking kill myself.
Okay.
Depression on the side. It's perfect.
It's all right.
You're a fixer-upper. Is that?
He's got that military build, ladies.
Christ.
What?
And the short shorts to match.
Indeed.
I typically don't wear shorts
What?
unless it's like hot as fucking balls out.
Now, when you say booty shorts,
Okay.
I'm picturing like some kind of village people kind of thing. Like, I don't want to know. I'm gonna just stop.
Just, let me just stop you right there.
Yeah, dude. Let's see. You done something that angered me. No one cares. Your anger is worthless. Indeed.
Well, I'm gonna butt out if you
No,
want.
you're good. I had a wonderful time talking with you, Spoken. Bunk.
Love the live stream.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she left.
No, she said she
we
was gonna go,
talking.
so I just bumped her, and I was like, okay.
Well, bye, I guess.
Bye, I guess indeed. So today, a furry has it out with a brony. That's the stream, I suppose, right now. I don't know you. You have a furry OC right now.
Oh yeah. I'm
What is
part
a-
of the furry community?
Indeed.
The brony community.
Say hi to Toon for me.
Oh, he's in the Sonic fandom. Fuck that fandom. Ooh,
Isn't
no,
is
thank you.
Sonic separate from furry or what?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, technically,
It is. Like it's based off a game series, and they focus on Sonic more than anything else. I
Dude,
would think so.
I don't have a problem with either of those people at Taku Dragon. I'm just being a penis in the stream. Because I assume that
You
Solar
have a
and
problem with furries, man?
yeah, because I assumed that Solar and Beans here were a little bit more durable. Oh, Snake Man, is that your boy? Welcome
Oh,
back.
hey, Shelly.
Hi Sheldon, what's up?
Nothing much.
Did I drag them in?
did you? I mean, I
Like-
heard he was like I saw in the little fucking tab that he was still in the group. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, I just I wanted to say hi.
Okay.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. She was giving.
Furries and Sonic
They
people.
were giving Solar Flare a. Beans did not agree with fucking goddamn Solar's aesthetic charm.
Apparently, she
Be-
wanted
Beans
to
is
see
more-
my ass.
Beans
so
is
I
more of an
was like,
Applejack
I
to
want
Solar
to
Flare's
see
rarity.
The booty shorts. I want to see the booty
Beans,
shorts.
do you have a thing for solar flare?
Indeed.
I love the art.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
It's going
The
good.
fuck?
Good.
Indeed.
Oh, it's fucking Jace. That's who. All right.
How you
Yeah.
doing, Jace?
Fucking Jace.
What's
Indeed.
going on, my dude?
Well, I'm not your dude for fun, but Jesus Christ, okay? Well, good start. Good start.
Indeed.
Yo,
Oh,
Solar,
what's
so
this?
did you break up with Nimkagi, Solar?
I mean, yeah.
Hurry ass that.
That seems yeah.
Was it immediately after you found out that she was stealing shit, right?
Yeah.
What was this
No
about you
trust.
crying to her mom or something?
Oh, so fucking basically, yeah, I was there in Vegas for 2 weeks, and long story short, I didn't want to fucking leave. I had an amazing time. I went skydiving. Fucking high roller was a lot of fun, and I was like, oh wow, I'm actually going home and like back to my shitty life.
Can
Okay.
I ask a
It
quick
was
question?
it was basically post-con depression before I actually left, but you know.
Since you and Sheldon
It's
usually
not a thing.
hold it.
How shit is your life?
Hold it.
You'd be crying or something like that. What?
All right.
My-
No, hold
my-
it, hold
my
it, hold
guy.
it, hold it. So I've tried asking Sheldon before, so I'm gonna ask Jace. Is there anybody else doing like really weird GoFundMes that should be like looked into right now since you're like right
Well,
here?
dude, Anthony, listen, there was no weirdness about that GoFundMe. The only reason we shat on it is because it's another GoFundMe asking for money for mundane shit, like go earn money at a work. Right?
Well,
So we
I thought the original reason was that she claimed that she was being abused by her
Well,
family.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's not mundane. That's a bit more, you know.
It is mundane because everybody in this community says pulls that card to get money. Like, remember Fallen Wish? Somebody threw a Pepsi can at me. I need money. Like, it's the same shit, dude. It's
Well-
the same shit.
To be fair, if I remember correctly, fucking Vita was off there studying the mathematical trajectory to prove that that was possible.
Well, I mean, Vita's Vita, right?
Okay. No, I don't know math. I just sat back and said, okay, you go ahead and do that.
I hear he recently passed mathematics for his college
Indeed.
insertion, so you can ask him about that. But I mean, like, nothing stood out about that GoFundMe. She said, my mom abuses me. We go like, how is she?
She didn't even say, yeah, well, she didn't even say that. She's like, oh, my mom verbally abuses.
We go like,
she
so
calls
what?
me names.
To call your mom back names. That's it. You don't need money for this, and that's it. Then it turns out that she was stealing shit, and we go like, oh my god, what the fuck? This is a whole new fucking.
Well, here's my question though, Jace. If she'd have just been stealing shit, would you have cared?
If she came out, like, in all honesty, if she started a GoFundMe, and she honestly said, yo guys, I'm currently in trouble with the law, and I need money for the bail, could you please donate? I'd make fun of her, but I would not have a problem with it, because at least she's not lying to the people.
But she wouldn't. I see your point there too, but I see why she lied, because even I wouldn't have gave her money for that. I would have been like, I'm sorry, that sucks. I could buy some artwork if you'd like.
Well, it sucks for her even more, because the lie came out to be a lie, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like, it
did.
didn't work out at all for her.
Oh no, I'm not defending it at all. No, absolutely. I fucking saw that it was like, oh Jesus fucking Christ, that came out of fucking left field. But is there anything like that going on right now is what I'm asking.
No, I'm not paying
attention. Yeah, the last thing I saw is that somebody got a flat on the way to BC and asked for like a quick GoFundMe. I never followed up on it because I was at...
Well, Anthony, you assume I pay close attention.
I don't know.
What happens is, somebody in the barrel comes in, posts something, I look at it and I go like, oh, well, this is funny, let's go make fun of it.
I had a crazy idea that you might have like an Excel spreadsheet of going, okay, these are the faggots that are asking for money this month.
Well, here's what I want to know. Here's what I want to know, because I thought Anthony like really hated you. Like, why is everything so chill right now? What's
you put him in. I don't know. Would you prefer I throw him out?
Well, I don't prefer you throw him out, but I mean, like,
all right. If you, all right, no, hold it. If you want me to put Jace over, I'll tell you. I think I sent this to you a message when I was watching the call. I'll give Jace some credit. When he was sitting there asking the brother and shit, and he got to the the more iffy stuff where Jace kind of like, I don't really want to talk about this. I got some respect for that. That he didn't just go, I'm going to sit there and shove this in a family member's face. This is uncomfortable. It's kind of cringy and I'm done talking about it. But not Sheldon. Not Sheldon at all. He wanted to keep pushing.
What are you talking?
The baked goods thingamajig.
What's that?
Why do you... Well, Anthony, I have a question. Well, shut up, Sheldon. Anthony, I have a question. Why do you hate me?
Not really.
I don't know. I keep hearing things about like you hating me and shit. Like people tell me that you just fucking despise me or something. I don't know.
Not any more than any random asshole. Jesus, I like you better than Ryu. That makes you happy.
I think anybody will like anybody more than Ryu.
Yeah, you could hold a gun to my head, and I'd find you probably more enjoyable than Ryu. He's annoying as shit.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't hate.
I don't care.
You don't.
I'm also I'm high too right now, so that's part of it.
What a dodge answer to a question.
I stated very clearly at the beginning of the stream I was going to be taking stuff, so yeah. I'm being chill right now.
Make sure to drink alcohol with your intake.
Okay. Yeah, Peter suggested that.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Yeah.
I bet he did. Anyway, well, let's get back to this solar flare. So solar flare, does your life suck so much that you get like super fucking depressed about?
I mean, the whole thing about fucking the whole post-con, like I know it's not an actual quote unquote depression. I'm not trying to say it's an actual fucking condition. It's basically you go out, you have a great time, and then you're like, okay, I guess I'm going back to the fucking daily grind, not doing that fun shit for another.
Well,
while. I don't cry about things like that to other people because it's just there's the inevitable.
I mean, there's that, and then it was also fucking, she was my girlfriend at the time, so fucking we only spent like a grand total of actual days spent together being like the shit when we met up at BronyCon, and then fucking that fucking 2 weeks afterwards, that put me at like 2.5 weeks of total time spent together and over
let's
fucking
let's look at it this way, and I could respond on behalf of Solar here. Let me try and do this, even though I'm a bit high. I mean, it's not like he's just going back to doing like fucking like whatever bullshit faggoty job like I might be doing, fucking security, or you work in a grocery store or what, Sheldon?
I work in a grocery store and an auction.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, no, hold it. Who? He works in the fucking military. He eats like the food you eat is probably worse than prison, right?
It's like cafeteria food, basically.
Yeah, it's his life isn't fucking amazing. He fucking goddamn works to defend the fucking nation. Jace, I assume your military's probably life would suck even more ass. So yeah, have a little, I understand why.
Well, whatever. This is questions, whatever. But there's a better question I want to know: is why would you date that fat gremlin? I mean,
oh goddamn, man!
I mean, like I want you to tell me what is attractive about her. Like, tell me. I want to know, dude.
She didn't fucking cheat on me, so that was a bonus.
She had a pulse.
Well, you know what? Again, if we want to go back in the fucking time machine, you could ask your boy from Top of the Barrel about the last girl before that.
Yeah, that was I would argue that she was much more of a traitor.
That I could bring up the fact that Vita said, I think I found a reason to live now. I'm gonna get that surgery because, what was it, Rory? What was that her name? Yeah, that was Vita's fucking thing. Ask him about that.
Yeah, well, nobody's saying that Vita isn't autistic as fuck. So.
Why are you bringing up Vita? Like, that's what I don't understand.
Because I'm bringing up the last relationship, and I'm assuming that Mimi would have been... Yeah, I'm gonna say a step up from Rory. We're making progress. We're learning!
Not make that, whatever the fuck her name is. I don't know who she is, but I cannot make that judgment. All I hear is this guy dated Minkage because she wouldn't cheat on him. I'm like, well, first off, how do you know that? Maybe she was sleeping with guys behind your back. But you don't know that. Second,
well, we don't know that she's building a rocket ship in that case, Jace, if you want to make retarded assumptions. Jesus.
I don't know if it's a retarded assumption. He made it a retarded assumption that she wouldn't cheat on him in return for having a lasting relationship with her. I mean, fuck, dude, that's a very low bar to go and date someone for, if you ask me.
Yeah, why don't you go for, like, KP? She'd probably like you.
A nice Jewish woman.
A nice Jewish person.
With her shekels.
You're gonna have to get past Jack Nolan's defense.
No, he'll marry her, and then Jack Nolan will become his Uncle Jack.
Good old Jack. That's horrifying.
This is an old joke, Sheldon, but there are some jobs even Mexicans won't do.
I want to picture a fucking KP sprawled out on the bed with solar flare, like, looking at it, like, with his nose turned up. There's some jobs that even Mexicans won't do.
Troxel.
Jack Nolan's gonna come down on you, man.
Oh, indeed.
Oh no, he's gonna make a video.
I wish he would make
this
video.
clip will be in it.
No, I gotta thank Jack.
Did you guys talk about the booty shorts?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course we did.
Yeah, I actually got a pic from Solar Flare.
I'll send it to me.
I already did.
Oh, great.
Goddamn.
Well, they're not booty shorts, but it's the only picture of my ass I'm willing to spread around.
Just free advertisement.
So Mimkage, Solar.
Oh, Jesus! I'm gonna pretend you said that to
who
Beans.
came up with the brilliant idea of eating donuts off someone's dick?
Oh, come on, you!
Oh, that's a great question.
Damn it, Jace! You know what? I had so much respect for you for not bringing that up to the brother. I'm gonna fucking end that here.